A Russian soldier moving along the road became the target of a Ukrainian FPV drone. Realizing the drone was chasing him, he tried to escape. The soldier hid behind a tree, hoping to avoid detection, but the drone operator waited patiently, looking for the perfect moment. Panic set in. The soldier made his first mistake, breaking cover and running. Within seconds, the FPV drone struck him directly. Here, another Russian soldier was spotted by a drone in open terrain. In his final moments, he can be seen using his radio to call for help. However, there is nowhere to hide from the drone in this open terrain. A Russian soldier hid under a vehicle to avoid detection by a drone, but he still failed to hide. A Ukrainian fiber optic FPV drone of the 30th Mechanized Brigade, 2nd Battalion, tracked a Russian military van moving through a forest. Realizing he was being followed, the Russian driver tried to speed up. In a panic, he pulled the vehicle off the road and rushed to get out. But the moment he opened the door, the FPV drone slipped inside the vehicle and struck. The Russian soldier, speeding forward in his vehicle, could not escape the drone. In panic, he fell out of the vehicle and became a direct target. In the Lyman area, Ukraine's Signum Battalion continued striking Russian infantry. Soldiers were taken out one by fiber optic drones. The logistic routes around Lyman were heavily disrupted under relentless Ukrainian drone attacks. Another Russian soldier was detected inside the forest using a fiber optic drone. Although the soldier fired at the drone, he failed to shoot it down. Near the village of Kindrativka in the Sumy region, Russian forces once again tried to cross the reservoir to secure a foothold on the opposite bank. But during the attempt, a Ukrainian FPV drone struck with precision, completely destroying an inflatable boat filled with Russian infantry. What was meant to be a crossing turned into another devastating loss. Russian soldiers can't seem to escape drones on the Ukrainian front. Soldiers on the front line are targeted by drones without seeing any enemy. Fiber optic drones, FPV drones, kamikaze drones. Thousands of drones track countless Russian soldiers on the front line every month. Russian forces have not yet figured out how to counter drones on the front lines. Infantry soldiers cannot carry signal jammers with them because they are quite costly. 3 Russian soldiers were seen sitting under a tree, believing themselves to be safe. However, they had already been marked as targets. An FPV drone belonging to Ukraine's 63rd Separate Mechanized Brigade approached with precision and attacked the 3 Russian soldiers within seconds. This time, the target consisted of 2 Russian soldiers. Realizing they were being tracked by a drone, the soldiers scattered, trying to hide in different directions. One of them even attempted to stop the drone with his foot, but the UAV continued its pursuit relentlessly. The other Russian soldier couldn't get very far. He tripped and fell, and before he could enter the forest, he was attacked by a drone. We need your support, dear viewers. You can boost our morale and support us by liking the video and leaving a comment. A group of Russian soldiers hiding in trenches in the Zaporizhia region were detected by the Ukrainian 15th Assault Battalion. When the Russian soldiers saw the drone tracking them, they immediately took cover in the trenches. A Ukrainian FPV drone struck the trenches where the Russian soldiers were located. 3 consecutive drone strikes completely destroyed the Russian trench. Russian soldiers were unable to get out. It was reported that 4 Russian soldiers lost their lives in the shelter. This time, the attack came from Russian forces. They attempted a kamikaze strike on an abandoned Ukrainian BMP armored vehicle. 2 FPV drones were launched in succession, but neither managed to hit the target. Once again, it shows that Russian units are far less effective with drones compared to Ukraine. The final FPV drone struck the vehicle's grille protection and failed to cause any explosion. October 3rd, 2025. An aerial reconnaissance aircraft spotted a Russian soldier entering the home of an elderly local woman in the village of Nove on the Lyman axis and stealing her food. Ukrainian drone pilots calmly tracked him to his hiding place and neutralized him. In the city of Vovchansk, in the Kharkiv region, a Ukrainian Su-27 fighter jet carried out a precision strike that destroyed a building housing Russian soldiers. The strike used a GBU-62 guided bomb, which has an extended range and satellite-guided precision. In the Sumy region, the Ukrainian Pentagon unit of the 225th Assault Regiment executed a targeted operation using FPV drones. The strike destroyed multiple Russian artillery positions, eliminating critical firepower. Ammunition stockpiles were detonated, causing significant secondary explosions, while various light vehicles, including armored cars and transport trucks, were neutralized. This attack showcases the precision and effectiveness of Ukraine's drone warfare strategy, disrupting Russian logistics and artillery support in the region. You can support us by liking and commenting on the video. The Ukrainian 15th Assault Battalion, part of the 128th Mountain Assault Brigade, is attacking Russian soldiers hiding in ruins in the Zaporizhzhia region using drones. On the outskirts of Bakhmut, in Donetsk region, a Ukrainian BMP-2 opened fire with its 30mm automatic cannon. The target, Russian observation posts frequently established in the area. Each burst of fire aimed to suppress enemy reconnaissance and deny them control over the town's approaches, keeping the battlefield in Ukraine's favor. West of Klishchivka, in the Donetsk region, a Russian helicopter accidentally filmed the scale of its own losses. On camera, two wrecked units can be clearly seen, a BMP-2 and a T-62M, another reminder of how quickly Russian armor is being destroyed on this front. Russian forces launched a series of KAB and ballistic strikes. The most striking incident was when 4 ballistic missiles were fired at a small reconnaissance group of just 3 Ukrainian soldiers. In total, Russia spent nearly $12 million on the attack, yet failed to hit its target. A Ukrainian FPV drone lying in wait on the road moves to strike a Russian vehicle transporting ammunition to the front. The vehicle explodes along with its ammunition. A second drone attack completely destroys the vehicle along with its ammunition. Throughout the night, Ukrainian forces set up ambushes for Russian military vehicles in the Donetsk region. Supply and ammunition trucks moving along the front were destroyed in these traps. Using night vision FPV drones, Ukrainian units successfully targeted Russian vehicles along the route. Russian forces continue to face severe logistical difficulties on the front. In the Donetsk region, west of Klishchivka, a Ukrainian aircraft recorded the aftermath of Russia's failed spring offensive. The footage shows destroyed tanks, armored vehicles, and other military equipment left scattered across the battlefield. Clear evidence of the heavy losses suffered by Russian forces. An FPV drone targeted a Russian military vehicle. When the soldiers in the vehicle saw the drone, they jumped out of the vehicle, but it was too late to escape. The Ukrainian army is not only using drones to destroy military vehicles or against infantry. They are also using them to destroy shelters and trenches. You can support us by liking and commenting on the video. Numerous Russian trenches have been completely destroyed by high explosive drones. As we wrap up this segment, the picture is clear. Ukrainian FPV and kamikaze drones are redefining the battlefield. Russian soldiers, often isolated and exposed, face a constant threat from above. Each advance, each attempt to reposition, brings them into the drone's line of sight. From open terrain to fortified positions, no location offers true safety. Vehicles, artillery, supply convoys, even hidden equipment are systematically located and neutralized. The scale of losses and disruptions demonstrates not only tactical superiority, but also the growing operational dominance of Ukrainian drone units.